My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Cult of the Lamb. I only just realized I have a captive audience here at the moment, so before we go out, very quick. Wait! Oh, Patricia's on the mission, Rod! Alright, let's send Silly out on a mission as well. Silly, I think we do need more for what do we need? Bones. Yeah, maybe we need more bones. Go get some bones if you could. And I'll be off to go and collect a couple myself. This one? Or this one? I really want the crystals, and the crystals really help me at the moment, but I also really do want to see... You know what? Going back to Anchor Deep. I'm taking double damage with this fleece here as well, against all of the enemies that I can't do the attack patterns of. Wait.
Begone, beast. Find satisfaction elsewhere. You will not cross the threshold of my temple.
Will I not? Oh boy, that's a far way away. Okay, yeah, you're probably right. Fair enough. Thanks for the weapon, though. Deals significantly more damage than mortal weapons. It's a godly axe. And I'm doing double damage, and I got a piercing bolt flame of fire shoot. Go gun. Splat, splat. Boom. Some sentences aren't meant to conclude. Or be in the first place. Get him. Oh my god. This weapon feels so fast compared to the hammer. Go. Very, very careful. Absolutely cannot afford a hit. Clarnik, what do you got? A further fully replenishes when entering a new combat room. I can just walk in and go boom. Oh, I can charge it if I'd like. I can try and charge it to a perfect point in order to do an explosive shot. Not gonna do that. Not for a while yet. That's advanced strats. It's like trying to perform surgery after playing your first game of Operation. It's like, no, you are not yet qualified. Like, I can see how you got here and thought that it was enough. But of course not. Had to quickly check if I had taken damage there. I'm not always entirely certain whether or not I've taken damage. I don't know if maybe the hit sounds are a little indistinct or if I've just been very, very poor at actually trying to notice them intentionally. Or maybe it's because the hit sound doesn't play that often because I barely take any damage. It's not true. That's not it. Out of all of the available options, that is the least representative of the actual situation. I can't believe I missed... Wait, no, I definitely didn't miss those. What it looks like is certain props can respawn, but they won't re-drop anything for you, so you don't have to like come back in and out of that room to farm them eternally. Is it going to be there? No, it's not there. But everything around it's destroyed. How would the crystals have stood, but everything else fell? Makes no sense. I'm incensed. Shop for a person or just get one? Shop for a person or fight for a person? Well, I'll inspire loyalty in you if I fight in front of you. Get a card from Clarnik. Increase the weapon damage by 1.2. This is a godly weapon if ever there was one. It's also doing 300% damage at the moment. I almost want to try and just take exclusively non-combat rooms. It kills it in one hit! Oh my god, don't do that. I almost want to bait everyone to make a single attack first against me that I then respond to. It's way safer for me overall. Historically speaking as well. I didn't see any crystals in this room, but I did just decide that I was going to go up and strike that direction in case. I don't know what part of my brain has this deep crystal homing sense that's working out well for us there. But I thank it heartily. Okay, so this is the final of them, Shimura. I don't know if you have a voice yet. I'm happy to take suggestions on what this person's voice will ultimately end up being, as this is going to be our only encounter with them right now. We'll encounter them later in the future again, when we're actually in their specific dungeon. But for the moment, 5 becomes 4, becomes 3, becomes 2, becomes 1, becomes nothing. Calamar was always afraid of the Red Crown. Yes, fear made a coward of it. My door is the next to be knocked upon. Knock, knock. The lamb comes to raise. End of days. End of days. There's a voice I like to sometimes default to when I can't think of any other one whatsoever. The voice of Trant Heidelstein from Disco Elysium. Got him. There's just something about that kind of like almost excited enunciation of absolutely everything. Oh, the long range shot got me. Like, it's not like it seems sincere, but it seems like a reasonable substitute for sincerity. Like an extreme effortful substitute for sincerity. And there's like, just something about that that I really like. What? Divine Strength ++! The vigor of the Great Ones courses through you. Attack rate increased by 2 times! I'm literally like, oh my god, if only I came down first. And I could have done as well. I should have been able to see that that was... Why? Actually, I got hit at range. It's not like that was literally going to change anything about why I took damage, so we're all fine there. Alright. Onwards, must be said, Merciless Gauntlet. Crabsolutely not. Call of the Crown. Hold to aim. Projectile something something. Honestly, not super fussed on it, but I'll use it. If I go to the shop, I don't have to fight, and then if I go to the forage afterwards, I don't have to fight. But if I don't have to fight at all, then I'm not going to get a good multiplier on this weapon before I go into the boss, and I won't be able to instantly hit them just once and kill them. I really thought I was going to have to fight in this room. A couple of waves at least. Well. There'll be more than enough opportunities here, I have to imagine. Or maybe even not. Touch of Torah, Strike the Crown XV. Ooh, yes. Let's have a level 15 curse. Right, yes, they go the full range. Got it. You are strength from without. Receive 5 further whenever you are hit. You can only actually take 2 hits at all. So I'm not entirely certain how useful that one's going to be for us. No! What was that? Worst room! So there's an enemy that makes an attack, and then if you approach them afterwards, goes immediately into the ground and then stabs you. Oh, and all the projectiles with their different splits going on at the same time. Okay, okay. I do like that the dungeon layer is still kind of kicking my butt. To be entirely frank, I think that's very, very promising. Because I've got a lot of the meta upgrades that are available here on the farm at the moment. Effectively, what I'm saying is I think it's avoiding the trap that sometimes occurs where the, a focus on meta upgrades will get you pretty much to be able to win every single run easily. Which just, happens in some games at some times. For some reasons. I'm not addressing or diagnosing that at the moment. I'm just saying I'm happy that's not happening here. Right. Hello, Eloise. You're mighty old. Hey, hang on, Eloise. What's going on here with your whole necklace situation? Oh no, I made it so you will never sleep. I didn't give you a double life. Oh, you've grown weary. Oh, I'm so sorry. Tell you what I'll do for you. I'm gonna do a sermon. Good, I'm glad I started with that. Now I'm gonna look over to the rituals. Pay everyone for a wee bit of loyalty. We will be ascending a follower here. And yes, Eloise, it will be you. Most people are short. I mean, except for Salios and Neko. Most people will get a pretty good effect out of this. Goodbye, Eloise. You've served us exceptionally well. And you'll serve us again as well. Each time I send a follower, I'm trying to think of, okay, what's... But not a punchline, but like a punch-ish line, like a line that marks the event. Unique enough. Two other ones. I don't think I need another ritual at this point. But enough people that need them. Let's quickly get you over the level as well. D. I also like inspiring and collecting the loyalty reward from someone at the same time. Because otherwise it saves me having them trigger that. Oh, Rawson. Rawson! I brought you back to life and I healed you. And now I'm gonna have to take you to prison? I do so much for you. Oh. And this is how you repay me trying to turn my cult against me? What? That's okay. A couple days in the stocks will sort all that out. Let's get another level of this tabernacle. And see how hard it is to build. Yeah, it just requires nets of resources. That's fine. That's not too difficult. That said, I think we will now be able to build the second level over these. Grand. I think then I'm going to focus on building the third level. So I will actually just max out my creation of stone and of ore here. Also, having a bunch of people go over to try and complete a job with one another is very, very handy because it gets to immediately show me all of the people that are ready for a collection, a harvesting of their piety. Sean, you ready for a level? Beauty. Mr. Gibberish too. Immediately has it as soon as you talk to him. Don't even have to follow up. Yeah, a lot of other people are getting quite close to a level like Jujumral here. Jujumral also stays awake at night. I don't know if someone being the higher level actually makes them perform their daily tasks better. I would assume so, but you know what they say about assumptions. And if you do, please tell me. Because everyone keeps saying, you know what they make about assumptions, and then no one tells me afterwards. Like they expect me to assume what it was gonna finish with. Like, they just told me the dangers of assuming. And now they want me to assume what the dangers would be. It seems like a trick. It seems like entrapment, frankly. Eat people. It's time to have a familiar foodstuff. Cheery cauliflower. Let's get the hearty broth out as well. I almost want to let my people start cooking. Almost. Actually, you know what? Maybe after today, we make it that no one has the ability to eat. Everyone's accountable and they're eating one another, so they're all happy about it. That's great. Sounds good to me. Gave everyone a sermon this morning, or almost entirely certain of that. Let's take confession. A couple of you are still ready to level up. Meowfie. Looks like you're probably gonna get a level out of this as well. I really wish it just also automatically collected it from any action that does it. It seems a little needless to be batched like that. Murty asks to be joined into our cult with a new kind of a brand new style that I've never seen before. You will be added as Sorathil the Second. Oh, this is Sorathil the First because ran out of character space, so Sorathil 2. Welcome on in. And you may tend those farms for us. Interrupt Mr. Gibberish here for just a second so I can collect my reward from... You're not David, you're gonna be... Yeah, Salios. Great. Let's away. So in terms of traveling to these other areas, is there anywhere that I want to do like specifically daily or consistently? None that I can really think of. All right, I'm going back into the Darkwood. I feel like I need to not be wearing double damage on my... Oh, deals significantly more damage than mortal weapons to go the gauntlet. Why do I have to wear gauntlets? I don't like him. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Roll 3. Roll 3. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. So... I'm just trying to get a feel for why these feel so weird to me sometimes. Okay, did you just see that? That was 3 strikes in a row and it didn't do the combo. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Immediately it starts doing it again afterwards, but if you go back, that's an example of the thing that I have occasionally encountered with this weapon that has made it a little harder for me to utilize than I otherwise might have wanted. Beauty. I'll couple those and then go for a Clownic. Someone's got to give me a different weapon pretty quickly. Dude, sweet post and haste deals poison damage to enemies when you are struck. I mean, heck, it's probably going to activate more commonly than the other one. The other one activates one time when I pick it up. This one activates hopefully never, but at least 3 times. 2 times where it matters. I'm happy to use these weapons as soon as our first hit is easily killing an enemy. At least a chump enemy. Getting a huge amount of health out of this, not just that half heart, which is an extra full hit that I can take, but also a diseased heart hit. Second tarot gives us Fervor's Host. Fervor completely replenishes when entering combat room. Neat. I almost don't want the follower right now. But I also know that every time I take my foot off the gas pedal and stop taking followers, I run out of people on my farm. Hey, buddy. They're all dead. Oh, Lord, how could I? Again? Do you see it in me? The darkness in my soul. I absolve you. Join me. Thank you. That could only turn out well. Here's my own shrine. Your possessions will now follow you through death, or rather the shrine of my own crown. The one who waits. Again, gotta make sure I'm not tempted to go into that one. Okay, I can single strike basic enemies again, which is great. Ooh, and even chunky enemies, it looks like. That's even better. Okay. Let's take the Clownet card for overall weapon damage increase. Beautiful. I'm gonna take that every single time I have a run, apparently. Maybe I do need to focus more on giving myself more tarot options and actually purchasing all of the options that have been available in all of those other areas. Maybe that's the next thing I really want to invest a bunch of money in. Speaking of investing a bunch of money in, I'm going to make an offering here. Oh, I gave you 20 and you gave me back 25. What if I give you 30? Oh, wait a second. I now know. Wait, oh, never mind. I was about to say, if you destroy the bags to get the resources for the cash, then they won't trade with you. Ah, I see the kind of risk reward, the trade-offs that's going here. Nope, that's not the case. They will still trade with me. I want to make an offering of 30 as well. Yeah. The given gold was stolen. The statue is angry. And it's now recharging. Okay. I was wondering if I would have an ability to force a battle against it in some way. What? What was the area effect of that bomb? Okay, we're fine. I lost all of my damage right before the fight, so it's really gonna matter, but it's fine. It's so fine. That's why I'm so chill right now. Slaying a foe chances a ghost that will attack nearby enemies. You know what? I'm losing the godly gauntlets. Get out of here. Get 1 coin for them, and frankly, that's more than I want. Gotta make sure that I take absolutely no damage before the end of the floor. I would like to have some multiplier for the new boss. I'll lose that multiplier almost immediately in the new fight, but I'd like to have it in the first place. Beauty. And for that beauty, we are awarded a vampiric axe. Or knock back enemies within your range while also damaging them. I mean, that is pretty much exactly what I want in a... Yeah, it's pretty much exactly what I want in a cast. I just realized this is almost certainly Clownic back up here. Quickly go back for that. Not Clownic, but it is an upgrade. Bane Dagger. Yep. I'll take the faster weapon. I poison enemies already 100% of the time when I hit them because of a tarot card that I have. Wait, hang on, I gotta go back and recycle this. It's so little value. But I get that every single time I damage an enemy already. So the poison of this is not particularly effective, but it is a much faster attack. This is Witness Argaris. So, okay, so this is like a mean version of the mini boss from this area, right? Is that what I'm tasting? A little bit of spice on that mini boss. Okay, I want to have more strats like that where I just straight up bully the target. Like, I guess maybe I need to just get away from using the damage multiplier for perfection fleece, because while I use it, I'm going to basically make all of my plays around safety, which is going to make it really, really hard for me to develop the playstyle that I'm really going to need to play more actively as I keep wanting to. I just have to make myself much more familiar with the enemies that are, when they burrowing, instantly just going to deal damage in the space they just were, because it means I can't push my luck against them, because if they ever burrow, I immediately take damage on response. Barely survived this one. Oof! 36 berries. Let's get 31 gold nuggets. I'm gonna take the 36 berries. It's been a while since I've gotten berries. And an Eye of the Witness. Crusade onward. You've now defeated the bishop of this area and you may continue onward. I knew it! Greater rewards await the further you venture, but aware if you don't have the Omnipresence Crown ability, you will not be able to return to the cult until you reach another teleporter. Only continue onwards if you're prepared to leave your cult for a little while longer. Yeah, looking at my health, absolutely not prepared to do that. However, I am endlessly, deeply intrigued by this. This is pretty much how I figured it was probably going to go. This kind of reminds me even a little bit of Loop Hero. In the first 3 chapters were the first 3 chapters against the first 3 bosses, and then the 4th chapter was like, okay, now do all of them. I don't think that's gonna happen here, to be clear, because there is actually an individual dungeon for Shamora. But it has an element of that, right? You've defeated this dungeon, now progress in the next dungeon. Eventually. Okay. We'll take all of these. Looks like we've got Patricia back as well, so I can collect my reward there. Strange. Everyone's stacked on the same space here, making it a little hard. Patricia! Leader! Return safe! Yay! I'm glad you are not dead. That would have been bad. You honor me. Totally grateful. Great, but what I actually meant to say was go to sleep. You are tired. Then we have, yes, another person still out on the hunt. Oh, it's nice to see them actually treating the farm appropriately and correctly. Oh, it's an absolute joy. Okay, there we go. One of those. Gonna take the remarkable amount you managed to get there. Oh, so good. Awesome. Here's a quick re-education. I really wish it was just 2 re-educations. It's always 2 and then just a little bit more. I wish I could do it in 2. Even if I couldn't do it initially in 2, if I could work up to that, I'd still be fine with it. Okay, now in Faith, I'm looking for the tabernicles. Just vibing, Victor? Hell yeah. I'm gonna fill that up with those. I am going to need way more of pretty much all of these. Honestly, I'm just gonna pre-create a lot of these because nothing's requiring that I give them a huge amount of wood planks at the moment. Oh, sorry, a huge amount of just the logs at the moment, but they are requiring planks. And then at the end of this list, I'll also give you a stone brick to do. Jazzy, you need to very quickly take another level as well, because I know you're going to be around in this camp for a good long time. I know it's going to be a long time. I'd like to make it a good and long time. Both. My god, everyone really likes pooping over this side. No one likes pooping where poop actually goes. I need to potty train this cult. Yeah, it's so little devotion these give you. That, like, how will that ever compete against... So strange. I guess maybe if it could be harvested by people, like by my actual cult members, then maybe I can see how that would be a significant inclusion. Okay. Now, the second. The next one is going to have a much more fitting name here if we end up with a 3D the third. But for the moment, you can just hang out and tend those crops. Witness Agaras. So their full name is Witness Agaras. Cool. You, Witness Agaras, I think you will be taking Tristan's name. Welcome, Tristan II. Also, I'm not even going to rotate how you look, because that's kind of similar-ish. In that it's a circular face with protrusions to how Christopher is what I was about to say. Tristan looked. One of these graves came up. Oh, because I revived the of course. I was actually very confused by that for a bit. Like, oh, did they just get up and walk away? The dead don't walk. The dead don't do that. And then I forgot that I do that to the dead. Fair enough. Let's get ourselves a grand shelter. Give followers the luxury they deserve. Collect devotion while they sleep, and it never collapses. Not a bad thing to start investing a lot of our resources into. What do I have that I can happily sell? I'll sell mushrooms until they only give me 1 apiece. Do the same with camellia. Tuna until they only sell us for 1 apiece as well. Because tuna doesn't actually cook that many things. Might not cook actually anything. Sell pumpkins again until they get down to 1, 2. Cauliflowers the same. Okay, yeah, we got a huge amount of money out of that. We're gonna be fine. Oi, you. Give me that coin back. Yeah, none of these were making planks, unfortunately. Okay, I'm gonna set you up to start making some planks while I'm away. You two. And you three. People are still hungry, so I should also try and get some food served up. There's a chance of causing illness. It's a 5% chance, that'll be fine. Alright. In terms of travel, I could do some teleporting. It's not exceptionally necessary right now.
You give me one.
By TYTY, for 50. I think I'm fine with all of those, actually. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait until the new day starts, very quickly give a sermon, and change clothes. Please, leader, there are some folks who are starving and have no place to call home. We must allow them to join our cult. Absolutely! Oh my god! Welcome. Merimna? You will be taking the name Doyla the Second. Ooh, you got some good modifiers here. 15% faster when sick and in bed rest, as well as naturally gaining 10 faith for picking you up in the first place. And Putra, you will gain the name Blood the Second. Welcome, Blood the Second. Your quest has now been complete. I accepted them both into the tribe. So, I'm gonna get people to reasonably filled. And then I'm gonna make them never hunger again for a couple days. This has got to be the right order for us. Come on. Everyone. Move over. Finish the foods, please. I really wish I could just ring a bell here. Like, dinner time, everyone. Drop your tasks, come and eat until it's done. Also have way too many people and not enough houses at the moment, apparently. But all of these will require level ups. Yes. I mean, I guess I just try and fill it out in this direction. Ah, and I'm just short on that one at the bottom. Oh well. So we got 25 people, 23 places for them to sleep at the moment. And that'll be enough for everyone then. We're getting some faith on the farm for constructing better sleeping locations for people. God, I love how quickly everyone completes these things. Okay, these are actually giving us a significant amount, and they overflow to one another as well. Okay. I'm on board with those. Increasingly. You've been re-educated today, guys, don't you, Gav? It's time for you to come on out, Rawson. Okay, reconstruct this very quickly. Take another... Man, I need a lot of these planks, but they're being created at the moment exceptionally slowly. Part of that being, I guess, that I told everyone to go away from making the planks for a moment. This is one of the points at which I kind of wish I had the ability to assign priorities and roles and things like that, but there is a certain degree of the appeal here being the accessible simplicity of it, and I understand that having kind of the full screen of well, it's effectively like a management screen. Like it's an Excel spreadsheet kind of situation. And those don't work super well on games that want to deploy on more consoles than just PC. Not a very accessible format for a controller. Okay, so I got everyone to the new day, and I started building the new things. All of that's going well. I'll take the offerings you've made. I will go for the sermon, and our ritual will be for no hunger. This isn't the last level yet. We've also got Fervor of the Righteous number 2 that we need, but increase the starting level of your weapons when you begin a new crusade. I'm absolutely going to take the increased strength here. So I think we were 90 out of 100 before we came in. So now, almost 70. Sorry, almost 80 from a single cast there. And then the ritual of no eat. Don't need to eat for 3 days. I don't have any old people here who need to fight to the death, do I? No, everyone moved pretty quickly to their marks. Yeah, I guess if I do that and lower their faith, the best thing that I can do afterwards is just try and re-increase their faith immediately. So I'm going to do the next thing that makes them dislike me, the Ritual of Enlightenment. Makes them dislike me by a solid 10. I could even bring a follower back to life, I think, actually, at the moment. Do I have the cooldown off for that? If I do, I may well do. Especially if I have the bones for it, but they are bone expensive. Yeah, 2 bone expensive. Okay. The brainwashing ritual says they will come brainwashed. It's locked at full for a couple days. I'm going to do the bonfire ritual first and then the brainwashing ritual, and hopefully that will keep everyone at full, rather than the previous thing I did where I managed to lock everyone at 0 somehow. I suspect that was a kind of like pre-release bug. It may well have been fixed since. I'm saying everyone is like low on their faith in the cult right now, which is strange. But we'll still do it. I'll prepare the tea. Everyone have a sip. Drink deep and don't be afraid to chew. Oh, yep. I see everyone did it well. Okay, yeah, locked at full though, but it's not full. But you know what? It's locked at high, and that's good enough for me right now. Everyone comes on back out here. I can send another person out on a mission as well, and in fact we will probably just send Patricia. Being brainwashed is also extra levels for the ability to hunt out here. Rawsome has like 5% higher chance of succeeding on bringing back a follower though. But they bring back the same bones and Rawsome is slower bringing back bones. Okay, Patricia, you need to go out and bring back bones. That's basically a follower, except it's a familiar follower instead of a new one, right? Pretty much, if you squint your eyes and don't think about it too much. We have the ability to take a confession. You know what? We can do this from basically anyone pretty happily right now, I believe. So, Jazzy, you've got longer life. If this gives like a full level's worth of experience of loyalty, I'm gonna be kind of sad. It's very high, it's like 75% of a bar. I've been underutilizing that a lot, I feel. Okay. Is that everything for the moment? Because it certainly feels like it. We can get him to start trying to build another grand shelter, but those are going to be kind of slow constructions for us for a bit. We'll have a lot more of that we can do when we come back from our next dungeon and have more of those consecrated resources ready for us. But until then, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been called COTL. Top left is the series playlist for all my content in this game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommends its own video directly down below, and streaming files and the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at or above the thanked tier. And a special thanks this episode to Tristan. Hopefully you'll be enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you next time.